Have you ever asked yourself, what if Dawson's Christian wasn't a Dwayne Elm song? What if it was a Marty Robbins song instead? Well, of course you haven't. That's why I'm here. To the town of Agua Fria rode a stranger one fine day. Hardly spoke to folk around him, didn't have too much to say. He was there to catch an outlaw by the name of Texas Red, and he'd take him back alive or maybe dead. Wasn't long before that story got relayed to Texas Red, but the outlaw didn't worry those who tried before were dead. 20 men had tried to take him, 20 men had made a slip. Next the lawman with that big iron on his hip. Well, no one living saw the battle, for the townsfolk hid and ran. It was several hundred years ago, you have to understand. When they ventured forth, the outlaw lay dead upon the ground, but no Arizona ranger could be found. There are stories of the Dutchman, the Celeste and Bonham's pride. There are stories of the cowboy and El Paso where he died. But the strangest tale I ever heard on Station Star ship is the ranger with the big iron on his hip. The ranger with the big iron on his hip. I was keeping bar on Harrah's Dream, a nowhere little place, just a bar, brothel, and mining camp, a backwater of space. An old miner who had struck a vein just purchased a round when that outlaw band came riding into town. Now to me there was no question, they're armed like space marines, and a group of whores is not a match, despite how tough they seem. As we waited to be relieved of every valuable insight, another stranger rode in from the night. First we thought he was an outlaw, but his carriage was all wrong, and he had a chiseled visage like in story and in song. Who is this deadly stranger? Came the whisper from each lip, for he had this massive pistol on his hip. And the stranger's gun was louder than all guns I'd heard before, and the stranger's aim was finer than the lies of any whore. As the battle rent the town square, we watched, we shook our heads. The outlaw gang was cut to bloody shreds. That outlaw gang was cut to bloody shreds. Just as quickly as it started, then the fighting was all done, for the outlaw gang was slaughtered by the stranger and his gun. Then he carefully reloaded, and we watched him full of awe, polished his shield, and this is what we saw. Though centuries outdated, his clothes bore not one flaw, and the silver star upon his chest proclaimed he was the law. The revolver that he carried was 3 pounds of nickel steel. I swear to God, even his horse was real. Now instead of riding off into the sunset like you'd think, he tipped his hat, went to the bar, poured himself a drink. And as the whiskey disappeared, he faded from our view. The stranger whiskey and his pistol too. There are stories of the Dutchman, the Celeste and Bottom's pride. There are stories of the cowboy and El Paso where he died. But the strangest thing I ever saw on Station Starship is the ranger with the big hat on his hip. The ranger with the big hat on his hip. He's out there with a big iron on his hip.